Hello everyone and welcome to my January stretch video. Thank you so much for carving out space and time to do this with me today. It is so important. I know how busy you are. I also know how stressful and tumultuous these times are. So taking this time to breathe, to take care of your bodies, to hopefully de-stress. Yeah, and also just to find a quiet space that's just for you is really, really just necessary and immediate and important and lovely. So I'm so glad we get to do this today. I'm really, really excited just to kind of tap in and stress and unload a little bit. So join me on the mat or some carpet, some kind of comfy space, wherever you feel good. And I hope you're wearing some feel good clothes. Yeah, and let's just come onto our backs nice and gently. Yeah. Heels comfortably underneath the knees. Hands very heavy. I actually kind of want you to cross at your elbows a little bit today, so that you feel some weight into your abdominals, making sure that pelvis doesn't rock forward. Yeah, I don't want you to be able to slide anything underneath your back. So give yourself a hug. It also just kind of feels good, if I may say so. Yeah, give yourself a little hug here, but not adding any stress in those shoulders. Just pulling those abs into you and allowing your spine to lengthen forward towards your heels. And allow your body to be heavy here, just nice and weighted. Slide the arms open a little bit, just palm over palm, but still really pulling that stomach down to the mat today, still with that hug idea. And start to allow those collarbones to expand a little wider. Tips of the shoulder blades melting down into the ribs. Feel the elbows reaching down towards the hips. Speaking of hips, I want you to tilt your pelvis. So right hip is going to reach forward towards that right heel. Now give yourself a hug. Pull that stomach in. Leave your right hip where it is. Lengthen the left hip to match. Don't arch that back. Pull your stomach in. Find the support. And as we continue to breathe here, I want you to take this opportunity to really open up that mind-body connection. I often call it a conversation. Yeah, that conversation that you have with your body. All right? How is your body? Listen. What does it need? What's feeling tight, stressed, held, sore? And how can we send some breath? Use your inhales and your exhales to find extension and release. One more inhale. Exhale. Reaching your fingertips now nice and long on the mat. So first we place our arms down. Then we're going to slide our fingertips forward 3 inches towards your heels. And now I want you to press that left shoulder open a little wider. Pull your ribs down. Press that right shoulder open a little wider. Pull your ribs down. And now gently pressing your feet down into the mat. Curl your pelvis under and start to roll up through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale at the top, easy knees. Exhale, roll down through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. And again, feet gently pressed down, curl your tail under, lifting the hips, engage the glutes, but don't overuse anything today. Don't try to squeeze anything as hard as you can, just engage. From here, I want you to slide your arms forward 2 more inches, feel the shoulders drop. Press those hips up 1 inch higher so that as you roll down, you can really feel your spine lengthening forward between your heels now. Reaching, elongating and decompressing, creating space through that spine. Inhale at the bottom, feeling better already. Exhale, slide the arms forward as you curl your tail up. And also think of out. Yeah, I feel like someone's pulling your hips. If they had their hands right on your hips here, they'd be gliding your pelvis forward towards your knees. exhale, lengthening forward. Reach your arms forward. Reach your neck long behind you. And melting it down. From here, I want you to hug your left leg into your chest, just gently behind that thigh. I want you to flex, point, flex, point, flex, and release. Other side, hug it in, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and release. Abs continue to draw in, bring that leg up, and flex, point, flex, point, flex. Taking it down, other side, hug it in, flex, and point, flex, point, flex, and lower. We have one more each side. Hug it in a little tighter now, flex, point, flex. You can probably hear me snap, crackle, popping. How about you? Other side, and in, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and lower. From here, hugging both knees in. Really here, just focused on waking up that lower back, checking out how our hips are, because we're going to get into some big hip stretches today. So rock your hips up and down, side to side, massaging that lower spine, up and down, side to side, up and down, side to side. Now hold here. Holding those legs into your chest, I want you to feel that spine lengthening forward, just like when you roll down from your bridge. So I'm going to try to reach my tush a little bit longer into the mat. That should feel really yummy on the spine. Now can we open the chest and lengthen the back of our neck? Inhale in. Exhale, just slide to your hands if you haven't already. Allow it to open just a little bit wider and give me 3 big circles with those ankles in each direction. I've often referred to the feet as the most neglected part of our bodies. Yeah, as far as stretching goes, and yet they are a foundation. Right leg back down. Left leg is up. Maybe trying to hook under a little bit more and start to take that leg out to the side just to start waking up the hip. I want you to pull it into center on an inhale and exhale, open. One more, inhale in and exhale, open, open, open. Take that left foot all the way over to the right knee. You have your figure 4 stretch, so hug that right knee up. Now, my big philosophy with stretching is that we shouldn't just be transferring tension. Yeah, if I'm focused on stretching the back of my leg or through my glute and I'm trying to release and lengthen there, I can't just transfer my tension into my shoulders or my fingertips even, or my jaw. Yeah, everything has to lengthen. Everything has to continue to breathe. We get rid of the tension. We don't just transfer it. Inhale in. Exhale, try to hug that leg in a little bit deeper. And then gently put that foot down. And then the left foot comes down to the mat. Trying our best to hook behind that right thigh now. And wherever it's at today is just absolutely perfect. Alright, and then maybe trying to open it up a little to the side. Exhale, hug it back in. Inhale, open, and my opposite leg is just kind of naturally opening and closing, kind of like a clamshell. That's great. Yeah, or if it stays still, that's great. No worries. Allow yourself some intuitive movement here. So if your body needs something, go with it. Inhale. And exhale all the way over right heel over left knee. And you're hugging up into your figure 4 stretch. And I feel it very sharply on this side. How are you? Always noticing those differences between one side or another. It's kind of marvelous. Yeah, and its fascination. Gently allow that knee to open, hip to glide forward. Think of keeping that spine as long as possible, and then aiming for that left knee to come in with that open chest. Inhale deeply. And exhale out. Very nice job, everybody. All right, left foot comes down. Right foot comes down, and this is really just for the neck. I know everyone's going to laugh at me because I'm getting you to do abs here, but just really thinking of flattening out the stomach. This is really for your shoulders and your neck, I promise. So, reaching your arms forward, chin to chest. Don't even lift the arms, just keep sliding them forward, forward, forward. And then roll back down to your mat. Chin to chest. Yes, the ribs pull down to the mat. Yes, the lower abs should scoop in and up, but I'm focused on your shoulder carriage. Slide that right middle finger forward an inch. Slide the left middle finger forward an inch. Now both fingers forward an inch. And roll back down. How about your hips? Are you gripping in your hips? Shake it out, let it go, chin to chest. Booty presses down, that spine should still be long. Arms reach forward. Now reach your left arm forward another inch. Right arm forward another inch. Curl up one more inch. And then lower everything down. Awesome. Just allow those knees to drift over to the right. Let's take a gentle spiral through the left, just opening up the chest here. Exhale, feet still staying down on the mat even. Just roll those knees over to the left. I want you to just open up the chest here because we're going to go into a bigger chest stretch here in a second. And then bringing your legs back into center. Let's lift all the way up into tabletop for this one, all right? So that means knees right over hips. I love a good ab engagement. And now I want you to open your arms into field goal position, okay? Now what's undoubtedly going to happen is what exactly just happened with me is your chest flares up to the ceiling. So put that heavy weight, sometimes I refer to it as a brick, right on your ribs. And for some of you, you maybe want to grab a pillow and put it underneath your elbows. Yeah, if you're stuck here, let's grab a pillow, yeah? For me, I am barely releasing into the mat, all right? Or into the floor, and I'm going to hang out there, okay? So whether you're totally down on the mat, it does not matter. Maybe you put some pillows under there, wherever it is, it's great. All right, from here, you're going to keep your shoulder blades down and reach your fingertips up 3 inches. Hold, draw the shoulder blades down. Reach your arms another 2 inches. Reach, 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 reach. Draw the shoulder blades down. And one more reach through the arms. Hold, shoulder blades down. Now from that scapula pulling down, let's bring the elbows back nice and wide. Alright, again, lower abs are engaged, supporting the lower body. And now start to slide those arms behind you. Reach, 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 pause. Draw the left shoulder down. Draw the right shoulder down. Go 2 more inches. Pull that belly in and reach those arms behind you. Long, beautiful neck. Hold, draw the right shoulder down. Draw the left shoulder down. And now keep reaching those arms. 2 more inches. 2 more inches, 2 more inches. Hold, pull the blades down. And return to center. How about one more set, everybody? Oh, feeling it. Here we go. Arms begin to slide back. Hold. Shoulder blades draw down. Pull your ribs down into the mat. And now go 2 more inches. 1, 2, pause. Shoulder blades draw down. Lengthen the back of your neck. And here we go. Last final reach through those middle fingers. 3, 2, 1, hold, keep those blades down, pull yourself back to center, and then circle those arms around to just rest. Enjoy the expanse of your chest, and you get that really yummy stretch between your shoulder blades there too. Inhale in. Exhale. I just want you to come up onto your elbows. Yeah, you can rock up, or like me, I'm being a little slow here. Just, intuitive movement. Yeah, so you just need to very unelegantly get up to your elbows. That is fantastic. Come up onto your toes. Now be careful not to sit into your shoulders here. Yes, we're going to lift our chest. Abs in, eyes on the horizon. And just reach those legs up and bend. Yes, belly button draws in. Reach through the toes. And bend. Again. And reach. And bend. 3 more. Feel the crown lengthening. Feel that chest lifting, almost like you're levitating out of that shoulder carriage. Last time here, hold. All right, from here, friends, you're going to open the legs. Oh, snap, crackle, pop, and bring it back together. and open. And don't try to go as wide as you can. Just open and close. We're going to take this in levels, okay? So halfway open and close. Halfway open and close. Can you flex your feet for 3 more? Open. Now squeeze those inner thighs together. And 2. And together. And 1. And together, drop your feet down. How your hip flexors. Probably getting active, yeah? Here's what we're going to stretch them out. 1. And switch it. 2. Yes? So still lifting our chest. Up on your heels. Yeah? Just finding a little twist and spiral through the chest. But also lengthening that quad forward. Getting a stretch through the side. 1 more in each direction. And then legs up to the ceiling for round 2. Okay, taking our time. Open those legs, flex your feet, and open those legs as wide as you can. And then squeeze them back to center. And then just let gravity take over. Don't try to pull. Don't try to pull. Just open. And then work on the way up. Inner thighs. Now get those legs longer. Longer, longer, longer. Reach. And open. And now pull up and reach, 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 reach. Just 1 more, everybody. And inhale, open the chest. Eyes on the horizon, don't snap your neck. Exhale in and drop the legs. And guess what? Back down to the heels. And side to side. Stretch it up. That's it. Inhale in. Exhale out. 1 more in each direction. And you get to walk it all the way up to a seated position. Legs out in front of you. Now reach your arms up. And then you're going to take both hands in a little circle over that left foot. All right? I don't want you to pull your toes back, okay? I want you to slide around the ball of the foot as best as you can. Yeah, and if that knee is a little bent right now, that's great. Let's focus on the foot. Yeah, in fact, everybody, I do invite you to start with a bent leg because we can do something here, all right? So get the foot flat. I'm going to pull equally with the big toe and the little toe, all right? Then I'm not going to push my knee down to the mat. I'm going to lengthen my heel forward an inch. Pause. Ball of the foot flat. I feel a stretch. Yeah? Heel lengthens forward. Don't push that knee down. Lengthen it forward. Forward. Wherever you landed, great. Stay with it. Now, continue to press the heel forward, and you'll see what I just started to do, which is glide my hip back. Yeah, so that I'm not pinching in my hip. I'm working in 2 directions here. Lengthen the heel. Keep those hands around the ball of the foot, and maybe you start to pull yourself a little closer. Hip back, heel forward. Hip back, heel forward. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left pinky toe. And then from here, you can press down into the floor. And I'm going to ask you to bring that left leg up. Put that hand right behind your booty and just use it to lift. You should feel a nice stretch through the side of your calf, maybe even all the way up into your ITB. Again, bend if you need to. Drive through the heel, pull your hip back, and then don't push your knee down to the floor. Lift up taller and try to send the heel out. Now, if you're feeling groovy here, you can just hang out. If you're feeling extra groovy, reach your arm into a spiral. Sit up really tall through the crown of your head. Open that chest and twist for 3, 2, 1. Everybody bend the knee, find the mat, and extend it back out. Yeah, feels good. Okay, other side. Wrapping around first, just kind of investigate. Yeah, I love thinking of stretching as investigating. I'm investigating how my body is doing, yeah, and how my body is going to respond to certain stretches. All right, so keep wrapping your hand around. And again, each side's going to be different. Yeah, different challenges. The inside of my calf on my right side is a lot tighter than the outside of my calf, and also about the left side, yeah? So on that inside of the right calf is literally the tightest part, so it makes it difficult for me to pull the big toe back. Pay attention to those little differences, because it just means I have to work a little harder on that to get the deepest stretch I possibly can. and I'm feeling it. Let's bend our knees a little bit just to give it a start. Keep the toes up to the ceiling. Keep your hip anchored. Now, instead of thinking of pushing the knee down to the mat, I want you to slide your heel forward and find that journey into the deepest stretch you can get to today. Easy neck. Again, behind the ball of the foot. Yes, and then maybe starting to draw down a little bit more. Hip back. Heel forward. Drop your head. And then take your hand to the outside of the foot. Use the hand as leverage down onto the floor. And lift that leg, and maybe it's bent. All good. Lifting up nice and tall. Just press down to lift up. Now, still drive the heel out. Pull the hip towards the back edge of your mat. Can you sit up taller? Lengthening through that crown. Can you find a spiral? Opening the arm, opening the chest. Push the heel forward, pull the hip back. Lengthen through your waist. Inhale. Exhale, twist it for 3, 2, 1, and then coming back to center. Great, let's just bring our feet into a big, beautiful butterfly stretch. Okay. From here, hands around the toes, just round it over. Finding what feels good. Now, oftentimes we tend to pull ourselves off our center. So when I'm here, I'm forward of my sits bones. I want you to find your C curve and maintain your C curve. So sits bones anchored down into the mat. Abs are in. Then I can drop the crown of my head safely down to my toes. I can also grab my ankles and press my forearms down into my knees to try to get a little more opening. That is entirely optional and up to you. Inhale in. Exhale forward. We'll take this one more breath. Inhale in. Exhale, press those elbows down, reach the crown forward, and then very gently keep that head heavy, rolling up through your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Transitioning that into a variation of your spine stretch forward. Legs are going to open maybe as wide as the mat. Yeah, be kind of casual with that today. I'm not concerned about it. What we are going to get concerned with are making blades with our hands, okay? And push your pinky fingers like you're going to do a robot dance right into that mat and lift up nice and tall. And then dropping the chin to the chest, you're going to start to slide your arms forward like you're building a fence right around your legs. All right? I'm going to keep looking down here to keep my spine in line with my neck and my head. And what I'm going to do here is very similar to what we did earlier. I want you to reach your fingertips as far forward as you can and then pause. Draw your shoulder blades down. Reach through those pinky fingers 1 more inch. Pause. Draw the shoulder blades down. Push through the heels. Drop the head. Now press your blades down into the floor. Keep that head heavy. Belly button pulls in as you start to roll back up. 1 vertebra at a time. All the way back up. Let's do it again. Chin to chest. Abs pull in and reach it forward. Pause. Draw the shoulder blades down. Slide the arms forward 2 more inches. Hold. Draw the shoulder blades down. Lengthen in your neck. And then roll up through your spine, dropping that head 1 vertebra at a time as you come on up. Sit up tall, 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 tall. And last time, here we go, chin to chest. Reach those pinky fingers. Pause. Draw the blades down. Reach the arms forward. Go for it. 3. All the way to the front edge of your mat. 2. 1. Pause. Draw the blades down. Drop that head. And then rolling up through your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Holding here for your twist today. Leave your right leg forward. Let's bring that left leg across. And just finding that length through your spine. Wrap your right arm around your left knee. Place your left hand behind you. Now use those fingertips. Lift up nice and tall. Hold. And maybe you start to twist a little more. Good. Lift up 1 inch taller. Press your booty down, yeah, into the mat. And then twist 2 more inches. 1 more inch. And then release the stretch, everybody. Good. Extend that left leg. Right foot comes over. And you're going to reach that arm around. Take it back. Lift up tall. Pressing down to lift up. Open the chest. Now that sits bone, that booty, don't let it come forward with the knee. Yeah? Reach your booty back away from your knee. Lift up taller and then try to twist for 2 more inches. 1 more inch. And then come back to center. Good. Very nice. All right. Take a little point and a flex. And a point and a flex. Roll your shoulders back a couple times. All right. Everyone, you're doing so lovely. All right. I hope you're already feeling some extension, some length. Okay. Let's take it all the way back down to our back. We're just going to get into a little bit more dynamic stretching and adding some movement here. All right. Just a little more continuously. Arms reaching nice and long. Keep your right foot on the mat and you're going to extend your left. And we're going to do some leg swings. So just reach it up and forward and up and forward. And I want you to keep pressing your tail into the floor so that you're not trying to booty bounce. Yeah, lift anything up. Give me 1 more time. And now continue with a flexed foot. Lift. Press through that heel. Lift. Yeah. And maybe you start to get that leg just a little bit closer, but keep your booty down. 3. And 2. Last 1 and done. Extend that right leg. Start with a pointed foot. Reach and go gentle here with these first 2. Also, please remember at any time if you want to slow things down even more, go for it. One more. Flex the foot. Every time that heel rises to the ceiling, press your booty forward. Big exhale. Slide your arms forward. Keep that chest open. 5 more. 4. Push through that heel. 3. Lengthen through the back of your leg. 2. And 1. Foot comes down. Open feet together. Hips release. Inhale in. Exhale out. Good. Gently hug those knees back together. Let's roll over onto our stomach and we're going to do some swan today for that upper back. All right. So be very careful here, friends. All right. I always tell you, you do not need to lift very high. Yeah, if you do your Pilates videos with me. And I mean that now today more than ever. I just want you to feel the blades pulling down. I don't really even care if your legs are together. Let's all open them a little bit wider. All right. I'm interested in length. I want you to lengthen those legs behind you. Place your hands just to the outside of your shoulders. This is just for stretch. Now, pressing down through the heels of your hands. Draw your blades down and open your collarbones wide. Now, don't even think of coming up. Think of reaching forward. I'm going to press the heels of my hands into the mat like I'm trying to scoop my mat all the way back to my hips. And the crown of the head is going to go forward, forward, forward. I'm going to stop right here. And I'm going to lower down. What I can do is lengthen through my toes. Yeah, keep the legs dynamic, lengthening, stretching, and keep any pinching out of the lower back. Heels of the hands press down. Elbows into the hips. Lengthen that crown forward. Reach out, out, out like you're sliding your ribs forward. Turtle towards that sun. 3, 2, 1. And lower everything down. Lengthen the legs. Lift the abs. Shoulder blades drawing down. Float it up. Hold here. Lengthen the chest forward and out. Take any wrinkles out of the neck for 3, 2, 1. And then lower everything down. And press back into your child's pose for me, okay? Reaching your arms nice and long. Rounding the spine. Just be with your body. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more time. Inhale in. And exhale out. And just gently bring your hands kind of closer towards your knees. Allow yourself that yummy roll up. Don't snap it up. Yeah? Okay. Fantastic. All right. So I want you to come in any direction you would like to. Placing, taking an easy pigeon here. All right. So taking your right foot forward. Right leg forward. Yeah. And I know in a perfect, and we're not even going to totally straighten this back leg yet. In a perfect pigeon world, yeah, it's supposed to be in a straight line. That doesn't happen for me. If it happens for you, you're wonderful. You're amazing. Live it up. All right. But just know that this is a great place to start, and maybe we can try to inch that leg forward a little bit. So with this knee maybe a little bit bent to start, I just want you to place your hand on your hip. We're going to do some rocking. We're going to rock that hip forward. You're going to feel that glute med stretch on that right side, and then take it back. Yeah, use your hands and press it down. And up. And reach. And back. 3 more times. And 2. I never want you to feel like your stretching should be stressful or with judgment. Yeah? The fact that you're stretching means you're awesome. Yeah? Means you're winning. So let that be enough. Okay? Never judging where we're at. Just being aware. Yeah? It's all information. All research. Yeah? Holding it here. Both hands on that mat. Maybe you start to straighten that back leg a little bit. Yeah, you start to lengthen through the back leg. Ideally, we want this left hip to come forward and be even, yeah, with our right. Now, maybe, possibly, a couple things can happen. Yeah, you can walk it down a little bit more. If you stay up, or even if you went down a little bit lower, maybe that leg comes forward just a little bit more. Ooh, and that's when I start to make faces. Feel free to make all the faces. All right, now I don't want you to forget about that left side. I still want you to be reaching this hip flexor out through your quad, out through your toes. If you continue to go all the way down to your mat, fantastic. Maybe you just drop your head and let it go. Otherwise, you just find a position that you can breathe into that is uncomfortable, but not unmanageable. Yes? One more breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. Good. And then just release. Back up to the top. Always gently coming out of stretches. Yes? And I'm going to swivel around to the other side. Okay, I'm going to keep my heel back a little bit. I'm going to extend this back leg just a bit. Yeah, maybe like 75% of the way. Hand to the hip. And we're going to start rocking. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just finding some mobility here. Give me 2 more times. And press. And back. And one more time, team. Go ahead and just keep it here. Now set yourself up for your journey. Yeah, whatever your little pigeon journey is going to be here today. So I'm going to try to scoot my leg forward a little bit. Oof. Yeah, try being the operative word. And trying to lengthen through that back leg, okay? Maybe coming down to the forearms. Trying to even out the pelvis, which I can feel myself rocking over to the left. Yeah, so give a little weight into that right side. Zing. You must keep breathing. Inhale in. Exhale. You're trying to hold this hip up? Yeah. Find the length. Find the extension. Let it release. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more breath. Maybe taking it to a deeper level. Inhale in. And then exhale, walk it up. Gently coming out of that. Alright, got one more kind of beast here. Alright, so what I would love for you to do is open up into your frog, okay? I'm not going to burn the house down by kicking that candle. I'm going to come onto my forearms, alright? And I'm going to open my knees up as wide as I can and start to release my hips down to the mat. You have so many options here, alright? If you are not on the mat, as I am not, maybe even you're up here, this is another opportunity where you can grab a pillow, yeah, or even a cushion, something that if this feels too uncomfortable to just hang. It doesn't feel too uncomfortable for me, it just feels released. So I'm okay here. Now you may be all the way down to the mat. Fantastic. Now start pushing your booty back towards your heels. Inhale in. Every exhale, just see those hips opening up a little bit more. And you'll start to feel it. Oh, for sure. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale, last breath. 3. Open those hips. 2, 1. Friends, be very careful here. Bring your chest forward first. Then your toes can kind of come together. Yeah. And coming onto all fours. You can just give a little rock side to side. Yeah, be kind coming out of those deep stretches. All right? And then, speaking of kind, let's go into a plank. Okay. Wrists underneath your shoulders. Heels nice and long. Now, believe it or not, we're going to take a little pedal here. Reach through your heels. Extend for 3. And 2. And 1. Now, bring that left leg forward. Keeping your chest up, I want you to reach that right heel far behind you. Alright, so don't let the knee come forward. You actually want to do the opposite. Lengthen, press that heel back. Reach, 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 reach. Now, how about that left knee? Yeah, do you feel it opening to the side? I want you to squeeze that knee in towards your arm. Yeah, so my inner thigh is hugging tight into my shoulder. My big toe is pressing in, my left big toe specifically is pressing into the mat. Yeah, I want to make sure my right pinky toes are into the mat. Lift that left arm, take a twist. And down. Maybe, possibly, you want to come down to your elbows. Keep those right pinky toes on the mat. Keep your left inner thigh hugging into your shoulder. Maybe, possibly, you want to drop that knee and uncurl your toes. Gently coming up onto that knee. Carefully, if you need to grab a pillow, slide a t-shirt on underneath that knee, that's great. Alright, finding a stable position up here with that pelvis forward. Yeah, keep your left knee right over your left heel, make sure that's in line. And this should just be opening up beautifully for you. Now place your left hand on the outside of that right knee. Reach your right arm to the ceiling. From here, friends, we're going to take a side stretch up and over to the left. And then coming back to center. Release that arm down. Coming down to the mat. Find the lunge again first. Yeah, we transition out of things. Tuck the toes and press back. Easy. 3, 2, 1. And then take that foot back. Recenter. And then bring the right leg forward. The journey begins again. Yeah, different side, different information. So, feel that right big toe. Press into the mat. Press your right inner thigh into your right elbow. Reach that left heel nice and long behind you. How about your left pinky toes? Ooh, yeah, into the mat. Crown of the head is long, chest is open. Make sure you're not hyperextending your elbows. Keep a little bend. Inhale here. Exhale, reach through that heel. We twist first. Yes, let's twist. We can't forget our twist. I almost took you down to the mat. We have to twist. And down. Now, if you want to, come on down to your elbows. If you want to, drop the knee, uncurl the toes. Maybe possibly walking it up onto the knee itself. With the weight forward though, yeah, so you're not up here on the knee. You're gonna be lunging forward, both hips evenly pressing forward. Headlights forward, if you will. Feel that left hip flexor stretching down into the quad. Now place your right hand on the outside of that right knee and press it into center. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Lift first, and then reach over to the right. Keep pressing that right hand into the right knee. And then first come back to center. Hand down to the mat. Find your lunge next. Yes, transitioning out, back into the lunge. Deep breaths. Inhale in. Exhale, take that foot back into your plank, and then right away, everyone just join me in a down dog. See how your calves are. Are those heels down? Inhale in. Exhale, shoulder blades down. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, reach your heels down. One more time, rising up onto the toes. Exhale, knees all the way down to the mat. Child's pose. Inhale in. Exhale, rolling up through your spine. Make your way back onto your back. All right, we're gonna do a little Shavasana. Maybe you want to call it a meditation, whatever works for you. Okay, time spent with you and your body and your beautiful brain. All right, hands behind those thighs, roll it down. All right, you find your Savasana. Maybe you want the feet to stay. Yeah, so you can kind of work on that neutral pelvis. All right, maybe you want to extend those legs and truly open the palms. I encourage you to close your eyes or place, a scarf or even a mask over your eyes if you wish. Focus on your breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. you could use these next few moments to set some purpose for yourself for the day ahead. Yeah. Either for the rest of your day or for the day ahead tomorrow. How do you want to take this body forward? And then if you can, try to send some intentions, some thoughts, some wellness out into the world beyond ourselves. Direct it towards whom or whatever you feel appropriate. Give a little wiggle to the fingers and the toes. Release your chin side to side. And before we do anything else, I hope this for you, but I hope you will notice something different. Yeah, right now I'm noticing my shoulders are just very open. Yeah, my legs feel long, which I know is not actually true. But they feel longer than they did a short time ago. Yeah, just notice something that feels good right now. And take that goodness in a nice slow movement over towards your right shoulder. Use that left hand to just help you circle up into a comfortable seated position. Alright, finding a moment of stillness here. You can take your hands into prayer. You can take your hands to your heart. You can take your hands to your third eye. I will say to you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will say namaste. And I will bid you a very good day full of wellness and good intentions and good vibes only. And thank you all so much again for joining me. All right? Come again.